Man, the fact is, Dr. Quads, I will always do cooler shit than you because you choose to hate. And you're not going to ever break out of that shell of hatred until you start accepting people. That's the real truth of it, man. You're not going to be accepted by this community until you can break out of that thought process of constantly shilling everybody. This person's a shill, that person's a shill. I will always do cooler shit than you because I don't run around with the hate process brain. And you do. You think that everybody that is more successful than you is a shill, or they gave in, or they sold out. My only issue with the community is that there's a ton of fake people in it, right? The so-called know-it-alls that think that because they have a little information now about drones and they've been doing this for 6 months, all of a sudden they're gurus. Those are my problematic people and the backstabbing people. Outside of that, dude, I will tell you right now, most of the people that you continue to call shill, oh, this person's a shill, Josh Bardwell's a shill, Dobo's a shill, all these guys are shills and gatekeepers, and the reality is, man, they're just normal people doing normal things, but they're not shills to anything. Okay? That's reality, dude. You cannot walk around with that hate process, that mind frame of just hate thought process, bro. It's really, really unhealthy for you. We sit here and we listen to you stream, dude, and you're entertainment for us at this point. You're not a professional. You're just an entertainment because you cannot see past your hatred, right? Do you know how many people have done me dirty in this drone community and I've just gotten over it? I may poke a little bit here and there at them, but honestly, bro, I don't walk around with hatred. I just don't. I'm frustrated about certain things, but I don't hate these people and call them vile shills of YouTube, bottom of the barrel, degraded people. The only people I find on that level are people like you. You make that level. You do that to yourself. That's a choice that you continue to make. The rest of us will keep doing cool shit, and you could have been part of this cool shit, but you chose to hate. And that's why you will never do cool shit like us, because of that hatred factor. Break free, man. You gotta break free, dude. I'm telling you.